This video is brought to you by ASIP12 Productions. Please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to enjoy the videos. Also, please try and comment and rate the videos. Thank you. It will actually check before it goes into the while loop, whereas here the check is at the bottom, so it goes into the loop once and it's guaranteed to always iterate through this loop once before checking that condition. I had to slightly change this loop, otherwise we create an infinite loop, and I'm just going to quickly explain why. If we had while control is not equal to 10 still, and we had these the other way around. In fact, let's just do that. I'll just make it easier because you'll be able to visually see it. If we had this, okay, what would happen is this would create an infinite loop because control is equal to 10 when we first go in, okay? Now, when we go into the loop, there's no checking at the beginning, so we can go straight into the loop. It's going to alert 10, then it's going to increment it by 1, okay? And now, this condition won't be true, so it will continue iterating through. And it doesn't have any other chance ever to become 10 again, okay? Because we're continuously iterating it. So, this loop would fail. The only other option we have is to change this to 11 and exchange these statements. The reason being is because I wanted to, it just makes it easier to show you that this value, actually I suppose, no, that still won't work, it's got to be 11, and we've got to exchange these because otherwise this would output 10 and then it would increment and then it would pretty much be no different to the while loop. So I'm just going to change these round and show you that the value, oops, okay, and this also, sorry, I just cut out that statement, just want to say something quickly. This also helps to explain my point earlier that the loop has to get to the end before it can exit unless told otherwise with that specific statement we're going to cover next tutorial. And this demonstrates that well, because when we go into the loop it's 10 and it increments it by 1 to 11, so it's now 11 and we're in the middle of the loop, but it's actually going to whoops, I forgot actually the semicolon there. It will still alert control before getting out of the statement, because we've got to get to the check before it can determine whether or not to continue in the loop, okay? A loop cannot exit in the middle of the loop, in the middle of any iteration, unless told specifically by a specific statement, okay? So that's quite important, you need to understand that. Anyway, let's quickly run this loop, if I refresh this. Okay, and we can see it outputs 11. And remember, the condition is while it's not equal to 11. So this just explains that the variable can contradict the condition so long as it's before we check the condition over again. Okay, and also this demonstrates that a do-while loop gets around this problem of checking before we even enter the loop. A do-while loop, as I've said before, is guaranteed to run at least once. It's guaranteed to, it has to, because we're checking a condition at the end, not at the beginning like we're doing with the while. So there's no chance the condition can be false until after one iteration of the loop, okay? And if I press OK, it doesn't continue, of course, because it hits this this condition and it says no, that's false. So finish the loop, go to the next line, and there is of course no next line after this. So this has just concluded the JavaScript tutorial on loops. I'm gonna get straight on to the next one, which is going to be about that specific statement. And after that, I think we're going to be doing the third and final type of loop. Actually, it's not the final, but it's the third most common loop in programming, and then we're probably gonna move on to making that calculator program, okay? So anyways, this has just been ASIP12, over and out.